Good morning. Time to make the coffee. Well, this morning I have a little tiny bit of chocolate Torani in the bottom of my mug here. And I've had this mug for years and years, and it actually came with a mug warmer that was ceramic that matched the mug. It was a really cute set. They don't sell those on Amazon anymore. I think that's where I got it years ago. I'm talking maybe at least 10, 15 years ago. So, but I use the mug warmer all the time. I have that next to my recliner, and in the winter I put my tea on there to keep it hot. But the mugs I don't use very often. I have certain mugs that I like to use for tea. They're usually the ones that are black inside or dark inside, so that you can't see all the stains in the mugs. And the other ones I use for coffee. So this is a smaller mug this morning than what I usually use. But anyway, today is going to be 71 and sunny. Should be a really nice day. No rain in the forecast until, I think, Sunday. I think I saw it was Sunday. So that's okay. Maybe I can get some things done in the yard between then and now. It's a mess. It needs to be cleaned up. I didn't get as far with the yard this year as I wanted to, because in the spring it was so much work that I just kind of burned myself out on it a little bit. So maybe next year I'll get the rest of it done. There's some pavers that I still need to put under the table, but that requires buying those. But they're not real expensive. They're inexpensive pavers. And then I still want to put up my little mini greenhouse, my portable one, and I never did get around to putting the potting bench together. And I don't want to do that now because the winter will just do more wear and tear on it, and I won't be using it soon anyway. So let's try the coffee. Cheers. That's good. So this morning I woke up to my fire alarm and my carbon monoxide detector beeping away. They both need new batteries. So I think I have some 9-volt. Hopefully they're still good. So this time of the year is a good time to change your batteries in your smoke detectors. You should do that once a year, they say. So, and I've heard too that if you call, I don't know if this is true, you'll have to check in your own community, but I've heard that if you call the fire department, that they can come out and change your batteries for the elderly people. But like I said, I'm not sure if that's true or not. But I can still change my own. It's not that big a deal, or my grandson can do it. But down the road, if I can't do it anymore, I'll definitely give that a try. So check out your community services. You might get some perks there if you're older. They should have more perks for older people, in my opinion. You know, they have all these things that they give away to people that don't really belong here, and the elderly and the veterans get the short end of the stick, the citizens that actually pay into the system. And that makes me angry, but what are you going to do? Well, there's things we could do that maybe we will do coming up in about a year. But anyway, in the meantime, I'm going to enjoy my life. I'm going to enjoy myself and my family and friends and my house and my garden and I'm going to focus on those things. And everything else will work itself out if we work at it. So, okay, I'm going to meet you over at the budget book. I'm going to have a little of this coffee. And then when it warms up a little bit, it was only 46 this morning. So when it warms up a little bit, I'll go do a little yard cleanup maybe. And there's other projects that I need to do here in the house too. So, okay, I'll be back. Okay, back at the budget book. Yesterday, I didn't spend any money. I went to my mom's. I drove right by Walmart. I didn't stop there. So, again, it was a no-spend day. And I'm hoping to go even longer with no spend. Now, today, I'm not planning on going anywhere. I've been going out the last 3 days, I think it was. So today I just want to stay home and get some things done. So that's the plan anyway. Unless my daughter calls and says, come on over for a cup of coffee, then I will do that. But she's pretty busy at work these days, so that isn't always possible. So I go over there sometimes when she has a little lull in the activity, and she just keeps working, and I just kind of sit there with her, and in between her orders we drink coffee and have a little conversation. So I got my car payment statement. I do the automatic pay on that, and that payment is like $360 some a month. And pretty soon, I think one more payment, and I'll be owing around $5,000 something for the car. I was hoping to get that paid off early, but now with the roof coming, that's probably not going to be possible. But at least I don't owe a ton of money on the car anymore. So it's really nice when you keep a budget book, and even if you just log your bills in there and how much you owe, and it really, at least for me, keeps me in line and focused on my goal. I'd like to get everything paid off at some point, and because with the way inflation's going, it's getting tighter and tighter, and I don't need any extra bills. So I do owe a couple $100 to Amazon now because of the chair, the recliner that I bought, but I want to get that paid off in the next couple months, so then I won't have a balance on that at all. But that needed to happen because the pushback recliner that I had was just too hard to push back all the time. So I did that for myself, and I'm glad I did. So, but I'm trying to get to a point where I don't have any big outstanding bills like the car payment or the little loan payment that I have left. I just want to get that all cleaned up and not owe anything to Costco or Amazon or car payment. I mean, I went without a car payment for a lot of years. When I bought my Sebring, it was a demo with 4,000 miles on it, so it was like a brand new car. But I got a really, really good deal on it, so I paid that off. I mean, I was working at that point. I paid that off early, and I drove that for a lot of years, and then I gave it to my son, and he's still driving it. So I like to keep my cars once I get them paid off. I like to keep them as long as possible. So, and even putting repairs into it for me makes more sense than running out and buying a new car every 3 years, because I don't need a new car every 3 years. I don't drive that much anymore. At one point I did nursing consulting all over Ohio, and I had to use my own car. We did get an allowance for gas and things like that, but you know, you still put a lot of mileage on your own car. So, that car, my ex-son-in-law bought. So, anyway, I do like to keep my cars a long time. So, and I guess if you keep the oil changed and the maintenance up, a lot of cars will last for a lot of miles. So my car now has 22,000 miles on it, I think, around there, and it's 2019. So that's not much mileage, and I really don't drive further than like 10 miles within a 10-mile radius. So anyway, it's nice to see the amount that I owe come down, and it's very motivating to continue on that path. So, all right, I'm going to finish my coffee and hang out with my puppies. So I'll be back later. Feels so good, huh? Oh, yes. Are you sitting in Mama's chair? Oh, that's your favorite place, huh? Yes, it is. That's your favorite place to get a scratch. Oh, yes, that feels so good. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Oh, and those teeth, huh? Yes, and you're so gentle. You're such a gentle girl. Yes, you are. You're my good girl. Right? Are you my good girl? Sorry. Nope, not looking anymore. Bandit's hiding in the bathroom. He's afraid of the beeping. Even though I took the battery out, my little Allie used to get petrified from the beeping of the changing of the battery of the smoke detector. She would just shiver and shake, and he doesn't like it either. And little Lizzie, she doesn't like the camera, so she ran away to over here. Nope, I'm not going to look. Get that thing out of my face. Okay. All right. You're a good girl too, huh? Yes, you're a good girl too. All right, here I have some macaroni. Seasoned it with garlic salt, an egg, and I'm going to add some of this Gouda cheese, and that will be my brunch for this morning. So, trying to use up what I have. Want to use up this cheese. So there we go. Another cheap and quick meal. Does that look good? Yeah. Well, I've been busy all morning doing this and that, just having a very slow Zen kind of morning. No particular agenda in mind. I've made some iced tea. Made some iced tea. There he is. There's my bud. Oh, you're stinky. Am I getting kisses? You're such a good kisser. You're such a good kisser. Yes, you are. Can I have a hug? Can I have a hug? Have a hug? Oh, you're such a good boy. Well, anyway, back to my story. So, I've just been, cleaning up the table, and so putting dishes away, just regular chores this morning. But I have the attitude of I'm not in any rush. Can't get this camera right. I'm not in any rush, and I'm kind of tired, but that's nothing new. So I'm having a cup of tea now. It's noon. So this is jasmine tea with honey. So cheers, it's very good. It's very warming and comforting. This morning it was so chilly, I got my shawl out, my ugly shawl that I just love. Do you ever find yourself just wearing your ugly clothes because they're the most comfortable? I do it all the time. Oh well, guess you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Anyway, I just was thinking, I was looking at my finances this morning and putting all my bills into my budget book, and then I keep a little bit of cash in the house, not much, but I've been trying to save up some to pay for all these little projects that I can't seem to get done because nobody shows up. So, you know, pretty much once or twice a month I just throw a little cash in there. So I counted that this morning, and it turned out to be what was it, $315. So, and that's like maybe 2 or 3 months worth of just putting some cash in there. Well, that also includes $100 that my mom gave me. So, but still, you know, it's enough to get a couple of chores completed. So, and then I have, I guess the window guy is supposed to be coming around the 27th of September. So I think they're going to start the roof and put the windows in then, and that'll take probably a week, I would surmise. So I have just managed to put away the money for the window. So I saved up for that too. So I'm happy about that, and I hope nothing else comes up so that I'll have to use that money for something else. That's not what I'm planning. So, and I'm staying within my means. And the past days that I haven't spent anything has really, really been helpful. So I'm going to continue to do no low spends for the rest of the year, and hopefully I can get caught up. But like I said, it's really nice watching those numbers of, you know, things that you owe go down and not continue to go up or just remain the same. Now, I never make minimum payments on anything unless sometimes at Christmas time I will, if I need a little bit more cash and I'm running kind of short, then I'll just for a month make a minimum payment to whatever I owe. But most of the things that I pay off, I have a set amount, and that I just have taken out of my checking account. Like my one credit card payment, just $300 goes to that, and that's really going down quickly. And then my monthly house and car insurance, that I have set up on a monthly payment, so that I don't have to worry about because I don't want that to be late. And my car payment. So those three things I have taken out. Oh, and like if I have Netflix or something like that, those come right out of my checking account. So that way, I mean, I haven't written checks in years. The only time I write checks is if I take the dogs for grooming, because they don't take debit cards or anything. So it's either cash or check. So I do write a check for that, but I mean, I know people, older people, that still pay bills writing checks. So, but I haven't done that in a very, very long time. So I think my buddy needs to go out. Do you need to go out? All right, I'll be back. So another thing that I've been doing to try and use up the ingredients that I have in my freezers, pantry, and refrigerator is I'll go on Google and I'll put in the search bar, I'll put in, let's say, quiche for one. So then it'll come up with recipes for a single serving. So that's a nice perk. So that's what I've been doing with that. And according to what ingredients I have, I can find recipes that aren't, you know, for a family and just for a single person or two people. You know, you could do one or two people. So that's been very helpful. That way I don't have a whole lot of leftovers. I don't like to eat leftovers for 3 or 4 days. A couple days is okay, 3 at the most. But I like a little variety. By the end of that time, it's like I really don't even want to eat it anymore, even if it's still perfectly good and delicious. But I just get tired of eating the same thing all the time. I know some people that doesn't bother at all, but I like to cook something different. So I will cook a couple different things in a day so that I have enough for 3 or 4 days that I can switch up. So I do that quite a bit. So saving money on beverages, usually I either drink tea or coffee or iced tea, hot or cold tea, just to give some flavor to the water. I'm not a big water fan. I don't like the taste of it much. So, and I don't really drink pop. I mean, I will buy those sparkling water bottles like from Walmart. I think Dollar Tree has them too, but Walmart is much cheaper. I know Aldi's has them too. And what I do with those is, because I don't like real fizzy drinks, so I'll mix those half and half with water and put some ice in, and you still get the taste, but you don't get all that carbonation, because it still has a little bit, but not like, I don't know how people can just drink pop out of a can. I mean, I've never done that. I've always poured it over a lot of ice when I did drink pop. And I drank Diet Coke for years, but I gave that up probably 25 years ago. Now I will, if I go out and have an adult beverage, I'll have like a rum and Coke, or, you know, something along those lines. But even those are watered down with the alcohol and the ice. So, but I don't go out much anymore. I have no desire to. So that's perfectly fine. And I'm happy as a clam here. You know, a lot of people think, oh, you know, when you're living on a real tight budget, it's so depressing and it's so boring, and I don't find that to be true at all. In fact, I find it to be challenging. So I like playing those kinds of games with myself. So anyway, I'm going to drink my tea, and I think I'm just going to put my feet up for a little bit, and then I'm going to carry on with my chores. So I think I'm going to finish my tea here, and then I think I'm going to go to our local food pantry. It's right down the street, and I could use it this month with all the expenses that I have coming up, and maybe it'll fill in some of the food, and I won't have to buy so much when I go shopping on the 20th. Now, a lot of people say, oh, you shouldn't go to the food pantry, but you know what? If you need to go, you need to go. We as seniors need all the help we can get nowadays, and there's no shame in that. So don't let people shame you into not getting what you need. So I'm going to go ahead. We can go once a month, and they take your name, and they'll bring out, they bring out the food. You wait in your car. Now the last time I went, I've only been twice. The last time I went, I asked them for vegetarian or vegan things, and they did give me a couple of packs of Impossible burgers, which was very nice and very helpful. So they're only open Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and it's only from noon until 2. So I'm going to go ahead and go, and I'll show you what I got when I get back. So, in my opinion, I'm going to put my 2 cents in here. What these people have done that are in charge, I think they have created a ton of food insecurity for a lot of people, especially the people on lower incomes. And then, you know, a lot of people start to worry, am I going to have enough food? Are they going to have enough food to even give us food? I mean, you know, it's happened in the past that in Russia and in China that a lot of people actually did starve to death. So, and then, you know, during the Great Depression, well, I had to have a meeting with my little Lizzie. But anyway, like I was starting to say, you know, during the Depression, you know, you had to have a barrel full of money in order to buy a loaf of bread. So it has happened in the past, but I think we'll be okay. But like I said, you know, they do a lot of fear-mongering, and the fear-mongering is for control. That's what it is. It's just to control people. So, but I still think it's a really good idea to stock plenty of food. Even if you have food and you need it, go to your food pantry and pick up some extras if that's what you need to do, because you don't want to be caught short eventually, and hopefully, God willing, that'll never happen. So I'll show you what I got at the food bank. All right, well, I just got back from the food bank, and there was a very nice young man there. I was the only one there, and they're open for another hour, so not too many people are ever there, but I got this whole big box of food. So I'm going to unpack this, and I know I asked the young man, I said, do you have any vegan or vegetarian things? And he said, I think so, I'll go take a look. And this is what he came out with. I'm so excited. All right, I'm going to unpack this and show you what all's in here. Okay, so let me unpack this big box. I'm so glad I went. I was really hesitant about going because last time there were a lot of meats and things that they put in there, and it's really not something I could use, but this time it's just a beautiful, beautiful box of stuff. So these King's Hawaiian are in there. These are good. My grandson loves these. And then these French twirl chocolate horns. Oh my gosh, look at that. That looks so good. I'm going to have one of these this afternoon, finish it up with my tea. He came back out and stuck in a couple of things of organic celery. Awesome. I haven't had celery in quite a while. I love these. Roasted garlic naan. I make pizza out of these all the time. The reason I was hesitant about going is because The last couple times I went, they really didn't have much in the way of food that I eat. So that's why I hesitated to go. And I am totally out of these Beyond Sausage, and they're really good. So this one's my favorite, the original brats. This one is hot Italian style. I don't know, you know, I don't like hot too much, but I haven't tried those. I don't know how hot they are. And here's another brat. Oh, good, because I know I love those. They're really good. A pack of Impossible light beef. I haven't seen that before. So that's nice. That'll get good use. Oh my, look at this. A whole big bag of green beans. That is awesome. I'm going to freeze some of these. They look like they have been frozen, so I think I'm going to stick those in the freezer. Those will be great for soups. Wow. This is all stuff I eat. It's so, these flour tortillas, they were also frozen, so that'll come in very handy. Bagels. I was going to buy bagels, but now I don't have to. So they're plain, but that's fine. You can always sprinkle it with, put on cream cheese and sprinkle everything but the bagel on the cream cheese. Diced tomatoes, that always comes in handy. Expiration date is 8/25. Awesome. A little apple pie. So I'll be all set for sweets. Oh, we love these too. 5 cheese garlic toast. My grandson really loves these too, so we'll share those. And, oh, look at this. Wow. From Kirkland, a quinoa salad. That's great. Wow. Wonderful. Little fruit cup. A protein bar. Chocolate peanut butter chunk. That sounds delicious. A box of mac and cheese. And one more thing. Oh, look at this. I think this is a sweet potato pie. Yummy. I'm going to leave that frozen and maybe bring it out on Thanksgiving. So that was my food bank haul, and I'm just really surprised how much good stuff is in here that I can actually use. So this is just wonderful. And a really nice box. Could use that for donations. It's real nice and sturdy. Or to store things in. Okay, well, I hadn't really planned on going to the food bank, and it was kind of a last-minute thing. Like I got tapped on the shoulder and somebody said, "Ellen, go to the food bank, you need it this month." And I do. With all the expenses I have coming up, it's really been difficult the last 2 or 3 months. So I'm really excited to get this. So, all right, well, that's all I have for you today, my friends. I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself, be good to others. God bless you, and I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. It helps my channel grow. Thanks for watching.